gentlemen, trolls and flamers, those who think they're on chat roulette. I'm Odessa Lil, your mistress of ceremonies, and thanks for tuning in to Speakeasily, the Bay Area's burlesque talk show. That's right, we're a burlesque talk show. Every week we're going to have on just the hottest performers in the Bay, I promise. Wait to see our first performer, but we're not there yet. I want to say thank you for tuning in. This is our second episode. I want to say thank you to T Radio V for having us back a second week, letting us run amok in their studios. Totally amazing that they're doing that. And actually, I have a sponsor for this show. This show is brought to you by the official Chandora Levee Baphomet. Check it out, yo. Do we have a close-up of that? I sent you a little JPEG. Maybe we can cut to that. You got to see this. You got to see this close-up. It is pink. It is sparkly. It is satanic. And I believe it's cloisonné. Excellent. And it was designed by Zandora Levee herself. If you want to buy this, you can actually go on satancentral.com and pick it up there. Baphomet. The Divine Androgyne. Nice. I don't get to say that a whole lot, the Divine Androgyne. But I'm really excited because Zandora Levee is actually going to be on the show November 1st. You heard it here first. Also, T Radio V, if you're interested in finding out more about T Radio V, check us out on Facebook. Just type in T Radio V. If you want to follow this show, Speakeasily, just type in Speakeasily to Facebook, or you can do the /Speakeasily show. You can follow us on Twitter at Speakeasily show. You can do all these things. In fact, you can even call us today. Call us with your burning questions. Be part of us. You're going to want to dial 877-699-4662. Dennis, I still haven't memorized that. I have not memorized it. 877-699-4662. All right, we have a hell of a show for you today. A hell of a show. I'm really excited to bring to Speakeasily, Episode 2, producer, MC, and the genius, I said genius, behind Hubba Hubba Revue, Kingfish!
Yay! Me! Hooray for me! Thanks for having me on, Conan. I gotta say though, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about the other guests here today, but I gotta tell you, I've been a fan of this show since the beginning.
Since the beginning, yes, I mean last week.
I've never missed an episode.
Excellent.
The whole time. Yeah.
Actually, you were here in the green room for the last one.
I was.
Yeah.
I was a little logy that day, but I had a good time.
Logy. Little logy.
I had a big sandwich.
You know, that's your excuse for everything.
It is, true.
Yeah, totally. Well, I just want to say, Kingfish,
yes.
You and I go way back.
That's true. Known you for a while.
Yeah, 8 or 9 years way back.
Well, we can't tell them about the secret MCs club.
No, of course not.
No, we can never tell them about that.
But it does involve goats, right?
Oh, yes, yeah. Riding goats.
Yeah, secret rites. But I will say that you are the most prominent MC in the Bay Area, besides me.
Oh, burn! True enough. But I am, however, the baldest.
This is true. Well, you know, I haven't taken my wig off yet.
Hey,
So, what's so funny, because I've known you for so long,
yeah.
But I get to pretend that I don't know you at all and ask you all kinds of interesting questions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've actually, when we talk, I usually don't listen.
Yeah,
so
I tune it out.
Kind
it's
of
all
like,
just pops and whistles.
Yes.
It's kind of like talking to R2-D2, yeah.
Talking to R2-D2. If that's not a euphemism for something else, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I went to Folsom Street and I was talking to R2-D2, if you know what I'm saying.
All night long. What does that mean?
I don't know.
So, actually, I think the best way to start off this interview,
if you will,
yeah, is to do some Kingfish trivia.
Oh boy!
Look at that, Kingfish trivia. Yeah, you like that graphic?
That is nice.
Yeah, I made that at like 2 a.m. And you can kind of tell.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the thing with Kingfish trivia is that these factoids are so obscure.
Yeah.
I don't even think you know them.
There's a lot of things I don't know that have happened in my lifespan.
It's true. We're not counting the blackouts here.
Yeah.
Okay. First up, Kingfish trivia. Kingfish was the co-president of the Marin Catholic High School Dungeons and Dragons Club.
That's right. Go, baby. Elf fighter. Beat that.
Take that.
I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with Stephen Colbert and Mila Kunis. Totally made that up.
Yes, Mila Kunis looks very good for her age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, extremely good. Yeah.
A hefty 47.
So what how many sides to your die?
It depends on who's asking.
I think anime superstar guys out there listening to this.
The election for president of the Dungeons and Dragons Club was a hotly contested one. Let me tell you.
That's why it was co.
Yeah, that's right.
I was
in the end,
there.
it was a grand bargain. Yes.
It was really a tie. I mean, did they have an election? How were these things chosen at Marin Catholic High School?
As usual, through combat. Yeah. Naked wrestling.
And the multi-sided die.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, moving right along.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Or sorry, answer 2. It's trivia. It's Q&A.
What do I win?
Nothing. Okay, get this.
Right,
Okay. Kingfish used to be Al Franken. Okay, can we show the graphic?
Oh, here we go.
Can we show this graphic? Kingfish used to be Al Franken.
Yep, there's me. Yeah, I played Al Franken in Dinner Theater in Marin County in the original play Al Franken, his dad, and his uncles.
Thank you. All right, we better take that down because we're going to be taken off the air for that one. All right, another factoid, little known factoid. Yeah. You, Kingfish, conceived at Disneyland.
That's true. I was conceived at Disneyland. Although I wasn't born with the ears, you would think. But yes, my parents did the nasty at Disneyland, and here I am. So that's just one more thing to thank Disneyland for.
Okay, we're going to do one last factoid, and then we're going to have to take a small commercial break.
Bring it.
All right? Kingfish has had an omelet named after him at the Tennessee Grill. Contains bourbon and bad salami. All right, we take a short commercial break and back with more Kingfish.
Very funny.
Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. Jerry Bob.
And we're back from our short commercial break. We're here with the MC Kingfish of the Hubba Hubba Revue. And because we bullshitted in segment 1, we're going to get down to business here.
Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Okay, the nitty and the gritty?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
You brought them, didn't you?
Column A and column B.
Oh, man. Last time you brought the nitty and gritty, I had to see a doctor. I'm just saying. Tell me about the Hubba Hubba Revue. What is this magical thing?
This magical thing called Hubba Hubba Revue is San Francisco's biggest, wildest burlesque and variety show. And we've been running for 6 beautiful years. We're just about to move to a new location, as a matter of fact. We've been at DNA Lounge for 6 years, as well as the Uptown Club in Oakland. And we're moving our DNA Lounge show to the brand new, newly remodeled Intermission, formerly Cell Space, at 2050 Bryant Street, a mere 6 blocks from DNA Lounge. And that's November 17th. Our last show at DNA, October 18th. Our theme, Asylum. Come see all the sexiest, craziest girls you ever saw.
Oh, like Crazy Asylum.
Like Crazy Asylum.
Crazy
Not
Asylum.
like, oh, this is so safe. I could be very comfortable here in this safe. No, it's not like that. No, it's like, stabby, like that.
Good. That's really sexy.
My goodness, this is some very strong shampoo. Anyway.
Only the finest shampoo here on Speakeasily.
You bet.
All right. But you know what? So Hubba Hubba Revue used to be, well, I shouldn't say used to be. You had a show before Hubba Hubba Revue.
Well, the show before Hubba Hubba was Spectacular.
Right.
And that ran for 3 years, but there was only like 6 shows in 3 years.
Is that true? 'Cause
Yeah.
it felt like I was always at one of those.
Yes, and it had this sort of like epic memory attached to it that
Yeah.
everybody has, but never ever go back and watch the tapes. Never.
What do you mean? I'm in those shows.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it. I'm in those shows. They were a lot of fun, and we really learned our biz back in those days. But you know, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
Great fun, super great fun. There you have it.
Okay. And apparently in Romania, they called that show Stroznik.
Stroznik, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that which actually, I believe, means super.
International appeal that show had.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
goodness for Google Translator.
For sure. Now,
That was another show. For sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So, as an MC,
Ah.
you know, you work other people's shows as well.
Yes, I do.
Is there anything good coming up that you're
Oh my
gonna be
God, yes.
emceeing?
Well, we got Masqueradica coming up on October 20th at the Concourse Exhibition Center at 8th and Brannan. Biggest, super sexiest costume party you ever saw. Thousands of people, multiple shows, multiple events, all happening in that room that night. That's going to be something, and Hubba Hubba Revue is a part of it. And also, we've got the big Halloween bash happening with the Uptown Club on October 27th. That's going to be big. We've got our band that night is the Deadlies from Creepy Coffee Movie Time.
No way, those guys?
Those guys at the Uptown on October 27th with Hubba Hubba Revue and the Uptown's big Halloween party. It's going to be fun.
Now, you've been on Creepy Coffee
For years now.
for years.
Yeah.
You just kind of hang out there.
Well, I show up and I go, and now, ladies and gentlemen, this girl, and then I go away.
It's our business.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask you,
Yeah.
what's Ball Rock really like?
He's just like that. He's exactly like what you see on TV. And it's not a costume. It's not makeup. That's him.
I have a feeling that he wears a scarf because it is a costume.
No. He wears a scarf due to his noose wounds.
Whoa, the noose wounds, of course.
yes.
But he's just covered in hickeys.
He's covered in hickeys. That could be true. A lot of girls climb on that man.
Give me a chance.
Yeah.
Love me some Ball Rock.
Yes, I like
Yeah.
a big, hefty ball rock in my face. Yeah, no, he is a damn
those
good guy.
ball rock off.
He's like the ambassador of Creepy Coffee Movie Time. You walk in, he's the first one who walks up and hugs you, gives you a big hello. Everybody loves that guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's like Dennis.
He is like Dennis. A lot like Dennis. Yeah. Except
Morning
without
Detox,
the
by the way.
horns
Watch
and-
it. Morning
yeah.
Detox.
Yeah.
I just hope to be half as classy as Morning Detox. Can I say?
Everyone feels that way.
Yeah, definitely. You should watch Morning Detox.
You think I don't watch it every day?
I know you watch it every
Come
day.
on.
Yeah.
I don't need to be questioned like this. I'll be in my trailer.
Yeah. Go get in your trailer. Speaking of trailers.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, look
Now,
what you did right
that's what we
there.
call a
Did you
transition
see-
in the biz.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
Speaking of hepatitis. No.
So that was the third time I got crabs. Anyway.
See, doctor, get rid of it. We have a clip, or as you like to call it, a sizzle reel. For the Hubba Hubba Revue.
Made by Brad Zwierink.
Brad?
Go on.
No, I'm going to let you fill that in.
Zwierink.
Okay. Can we show that clip? Because
Please
it's
do.
pretty good. Tattoos? Ball of fires?
Yep. Ball of fire. Kiss me, Kate.
Kiss me, Kates?
Yeah, leave a little Chernobyl. Are we going to do this the whole thing? It's a sexy show.
Ooh, 2 minutes. Oh, scary.
And the joint is jumping.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hubba Hubba Revue.
Look at all those photographers at the edge of the stage.
Oh, yeah. The Perverazzi.
Paparazzi, I'm into that.
I see you uptown checking out the show.
What's that?
Looking for something that'll
Pookie Patootie is King John Hill. 90s show. Around the World in 80 Girls. Casey Castillo, who was on this show
we had her on last week.
Yep.
Unicorns?
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
Mary Catherine Gallagher. Tony Gorilla. Me, being fat. Shanghai Pearl. Twilight Vixen Revue. There you go.
Now that's a sizzle reel.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it makes your show look really fun.
Well, I think sometimes going to the show is really fun.
I'll have to go sometime and see how that
Please
works
do.
out for me.
Yeah. You might dig it. Yeah.
I might be okay with that. So you're a producer. You do these shows. They're huge.
Yep.
Obviously, you're in it for the money. You must be making tens of dollars.
Yes. I'm socking it away. Someday I hope to be able to buy a bottle of ketchup.
I wish I had a consolation prize for you here tonight.
Can I keep this plastic cup?
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, these are rinsed out weekly and
absolutely.
reused. Okay.
Someone more important than you will need that eventually.
That could be anybody.
My cat would like that.
Yeah.
Just to bury it in the litter box a little later. So, you're a funny guy.
Oh, sure.
I mean, you're funny looking.
Hey-o!
So, I got to ask,
Yeah.
one comedian to another comedian.
That's
We
right.
call ourselves comedians even though we're burlesque MCs.
I think
and
it's the
actually,
same thing.
some people, you know what they say?
What?
They say to me,
What?
do you oh, you're a great MC. Do you ever perform?
Yes, I know,
you get
right?
that?
I get that, yeah. Also, when you try to explain to somebody what you do, they don't
Yeah.
understand that comedy isn't just standing in front of a brick wall saying 45 minutes of rehearsed material you've been saying in every town across America.
That's right.
That there's
That's right.
reactive comedy, and that what we do, much of it relies on speed and reactivity and elements that aren't the same thing as stand-up comedy, but
Yeah.
I think sometime around 1985 that got codified in the American mindset that comedy is a guy standing in front of a brick wall wearing jeans talking about how he can't get laid.
It's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And or standing in front of a leopard print wall, actually.
You're not standing, are you?
I'm trying. Well, I'm the unfunny sit-down comedian. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kingfish, so much for being on the show.
I take my hat off, but I don't want a lens flare, so.
We do. It's a little hot up here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Kingfish.
Me!
This is Speakeasily. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we will be right back with more Speakeasily.
Yay!
All right, welcome back from commercial break. It is Speakeasily, the burlesque talk show. And by the way, if you want to follow us on the Facebook, type in Speakeasily or go to Speakeasily Show. If you want to follow T Radio V, go find T Radio V on Facebook. You can follow them on Twitter as well, T Radio V. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, you can call in and be part of the show if you dare. If you have some burning questions for our performers, the number here is 877-699-4662. Why don't you do it? All right, we have a very, very special treat for you live at T Radio V in the corner of the studio. It's Pickles Kintaro!
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. The worries and all the noise and the hurry seem to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. Go downtown. It's a big break. Downtown. A finer place for sure. Downtown. Everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Understand you, someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I can see you then. You can forget all our fears. Down, things will be great when you're downtown. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
Yes. Pickles Kintaro! Ladies and gentlemen, Pickles Kintaro. I don't know what I just saw there. I don't know. It was pretty awesome, though. I will, and then the lights. I mean, that's some pretty high-tech shit. She's like a traveling laser light show. People get stoned and pass out in front of her all the time. It's true. It's totally true. We're going to have Pickles come back in here and do a little interview. Right now she's putting some clothes on. I don't know why she would even bother to put some clothes on. Because, frankly, I mostly know her as that naked chick. But so Pickles Kintaro has been known to perform with the Hubba Hubba Revue quite often. As you saw with Kingfish. I don't know who Jim is. Kingfish, the MC and creator of Hubba Hubba Revue. You can see her at many, many Hubba Hubba Revue. Now, Pickles is returning to the studio. Here she is. Oh, my God. Pickles Kintaro, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime you want to be had. What makes you want to take your clothes off to Mrs. Miller? What is it about you?
Well, why wouldn't you want to take off your clothes to Mrs. Miller? Honestly, it was so funny. My Mr. Pickles and I were talking one night about an idea, and he's like, "Have you ever heard of Mrs. Miller?" And I was like, "Yes." And so he played her love song, Love Concerto, which is terrible. And she did These Boots Are Made for Walking.
Yes.
She was kind of the William Hung of her generation. And I heard Downtown, and I was just like, it's an ode to oral sex. It's so wrong, yet it's so right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, Pickles Kintaro, what is your origin story?
Ooh, origin. Well, there was a radioactive jar of pickles, and when my mother was pregnant, she ate it. And then, some odd years later, I come out, and the rest is history.
Radioactive pickles.
Radioactive pickles.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, well, how did you find burlesque? Or how did burlesque find you? How did this happen?
I was in New York, and I went to a burlesque game show called This or That with some of my close friends. I had never seen a burlesque show, and it was the most amazing thing I had ever seen. Julie Atlas Muse, who is my patron saint of burlesque, was the Vanna White to the game show. And I fell in love with her, and she never said a word. I was just like, I want to be her. I want to be that. But for $10, I got to see Julie Atlas Muse, Dirty Martini, and World Famous Bob.
That's
and
a value.
That popped my burlesque cherry. And it took about 7 years after that to actually do it. But here I am.
7 years? Why 7 years?
it's a little nerve-wracking at first, taking off your clothes for complete strangers for less than minimum wage.
Never bothered me.
But you have to wrap your head around it, and you come to it when you're really ready. And now that I've come to it, I don't know how I can live without it.
Are you, in fact, a burlesque addict?
Unintentionally, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a wonderful thing.
On top of a shoe addict situation, too. You're a shoe addict, you're burlesque addict.
You also forgot dressing up my cat in humiliating outfits.
Oh my God, I wish I had a picture to cut to because your poor cat.
She is so patient. She doesn't like the cat kimono, but she's totally cool with everything else.
She doesn't like the cat kimono?
No, I don't know why. It's really stylish.
Was she the one that she wears a cowboy hat too, right?
She has cowboy. Yeah. Oh, she has so many costumes. Yeah.
She takes after her mom.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So what I like about your act, I just love every act you've ever done. I've seen you do the craziest shit on stage. You're so funny, and it's such just comes so naturally to you, and you're like this font of ideas. You've always got these crazy ideas, and you have yet another obsession. In fact, you have a tagline. People call you the little gherkin with a merkin.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, for the people in the Central Valley, would you mind explaining what a merkin is?
A merkin it's a covering for your lady area. It's kind of like a toupee for your lady bits.
Oh.
And they can be sparkly, they can be furry, they could be covered with gummy bears. It's really what you want to make it. I know, I've thought about that actually. And when I first started in San Francisco, it's not a lot of girls were doing merkins and C-strings. It's a little terrifying, but I actually love the comedic element of it. The first time I did it, I just remember when I undid my G-string, there was an audible gasp in the audience, and people were like, "Oh my God!" You know, and I had just done an act with a merkin, and my friend Gary, who had never seen it, who's a law enforcement officer, when I pulled down when I dropped my britches, he was terrified because he thought I had lost my thong with my underwear, and he thought I was going to turn around and have the full Monty, and he was so not prepared for that. So
right, and in case you don't know, there actually are nudity laws. So when you're out seeing burlesque, there's a lot of work done to make sure that certain bits don't show.
Yes, I do check with producers before a show and ask if I am able to wear one, because it's not okay in every venue, and you got to respect the venues.
Can you explain what a C-string is?
Ooh, this is fun. A C-string is like a headband for your snatch. And it's a wire. And that's exactly what it is. And they've kind of labeled it as like for like girls who like slutty like club wear and you don't want to have panty lines.
That's where it comes from?
I think well that's where how I've seen them advertised. And so basically it's just like this little wire headband thing with a little bit of space in the front and just a wire in the back. And for some reason, the designers of it think that girls can wear this without taping it down. And every time a girl asks me about it, I'm like, tape that shit down. Because...
Tape it to your anus?
Pretty much. Because, I mean, there's...
I was like, where's that wire go? You're talking about wires.
The wire goes between your legs, and then there's a little, like, almost like a little microphone cover, like, in the front. And I tape that. I have tape all over it because I never want to lose that. Yeah.
I don't want to lose that love and feeling.
No. There has to be some mystery left.
Well, I think it's a fantastic invention.
I love them.
Yeah.
I'm like everyone asks when they're like, I want to use a C-string or a merkin. Let me ask Pickles. And I've sent out more C-strings to the community. I just recently gave one to a gentleman because he was curious about one.
Wait. A gentleman can use a C-string?
I have no idea how that works with the nuts and bolts. But he's going to try. Yeah, for sure. Now, was that in your number just now? Was that in fact a C-string and a merkin, like together? It's what I do. I take the C-string because the front of the C-string is very, very, very tiny, and I am not that bold. I'm bold. I'm not that bold. So I build up on it because I want it to be bigger than life.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It was hairy.
Oh, it is.
It was hairier than life.
I have several different versions of this one, too. Some are more bushy, some are more trim, some are red.
Depends on how you're feeling that day, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Well, that is very informative. Would you mind telling us, or where can we go see you next?
I am actually in the Hubba Asylum show.
Because you're crazy.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. It was kind of tailor-made to, to me and my oddness. Sunday, I will be at Forbidden Island for their Yacht Rock party.
Oh, Yacht Rock.
I
nice.
love Yacht Rock. Last year, I did Captain and Tennille because I really feel strongly that there's not enough Captain and Tennille burlesque in the community.
I got to agree with you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a C-string involved in
There's
that one?
not because they're not really C-string friendly. They serve food there. I'm respectful.
Okay, wait. So you can't mix C-string and food.
I do have some boundaries. I do, there are just some things that you just don't want to. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't want to be sitting there eating my corn dog watching somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
All right. Well, I don't think I need to follow that line of thought anymore. Pickles, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. This was
Pickles
a blast.
Kintaro. You can find her on Facebook, Pickles.Kintaro?
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah. Look her up. Dig her up and shake her hand. Pickles Kintaro.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more Speakeasily.
Okay.
And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial break as much as I did. Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more burlesque for you. And guess what? More in the performer corner. We are so lucky this episode to have yet another performance from our performance corner. Is that what we're calling it now? Yeah, I need to get a better name for that or something. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the sparkly, the beautiful Kiss Me Kate!
Assise sur les bancs du grand amphithéâtre, tout près de la sortie, c'est une place en or. Je regarde les gens qui meublent ce théâtre et qui baillent et rebaillent encore. Le professeur fait son cours sur l'histoire d'Angleterre. En 1066, invasion des Normands. En 1338, il y a eu la guerre, celle qu'on a appelée la guerre de 100 ans. Qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? J'en ai encore pour quelques années peut-être. Qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? Les enfants vers midi, le cours est terminé. 2 heures de cours se creusent et ça semble bien long. 100 balles dans la machine et vous pouvez manger des sandwichs au jambon. Il n'y a pas de jambon. Les étudiants, des jeunes ou bien ceux des haltères. Moi je pense à lundi où je serai au studio, sans oublier que les mines de charbon d'Angleterre se trouvent à Liverpool, à Cardiff et Glasgow. Oh, qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? J'en ai encore pour quelques années peut-être. Qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? Assis tout près de moi, il y a des gens de psycho, des petits gars boutonneux qui parlent de leur âme. Et avec de grands gestes, chacun fait son solo sur la pensée de Kant, de Bergson ou de Sartre. Quand ça devient mignon, c'est une licence de lettres. Petit costard cintré, grand de fente dans le dos, qui vous dit volontiers avec fierté peut-être: je ne lis que Gide, Verlaine ou Rimbaud. Est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? J'en ai encore pour quelques années peut-être. Qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? J'en ai encore pour quelques années peut-être. Qu'est-ce qu'on se marre à la fac de lettres? J'en ai encore pour quelques années peut-être.
Yes! All right. That was Kiss Me Kate! Kiss Me Kate! Can you believe it? That was so beautiful. That was so amazing. Quite a classic performer. And I gotta say, she really just classed up our show by, 30%? 30% more classy. 35? Do I hear 36? Oh my god, she's back already. That is awesome. Kiss Me Kate is here in the studio.
Hello.
Wow, thank you for a very fast... Whoa, I thought you were about to give that microphone head. Okay. Thank you for a very fast costume change. You're a good girl. I know you're a good girl. You're a very good girl. I mean, we just saw how good you are.
I do not wear the headband for your snatch.
Oh, you're not into the C-string.
Although I would like to see a royal family meme of that. If someone could make that real fast, put it on the internet, it would be a big
Excellent.
hit.
Robbie, do you think you could work one of those up real quick? Yeah. Wow, that was a beautiful number.
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually, I think I might have seen you perform that for the first time ever at
the Hubba Hubba Revue.
Hubba Hubba Revue. It was the French show.
The French show.
Yeah, that was very Frenchy.
The only thing I know in that song from my high school French is that at some point they want to eat a ham sandwich, but they don't have any
Eat a ham
ham.
sandwich.
Oui, ne pas de jambon. No, we have no ham.
Yes, we have no ham. So I don't know why this happened, but a photo of you just appeared on the screen, and and we can show that again. Yeah, look at that. Now, why this is here is because this is actually one of your messiest acts, right?
Yes.
And last week on Speakeasily episode 1, I talked to Comrade Tang because she's sort of behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. She knows all about messes. And that was your messiest act ever.
The sad part about that is that when I did that number, I was actually part of Comrade Tang's stage crew. So I was responsible for cleaning up after other performers. And I don't know why I thought that would make it okay, but that's actually 2 feather pillows and a pillowcase that I slice open with a letter opener, which you don't do at home.
I think you do it at home quite often, don't you?
So I didn't really know what would happen. I assumed it would be good, and it was really spectacular, the effect, but I didn't realize what would happen to the stage, so I felt really bad afterwards.
Now, was this after someone had just spread maple syrup all over the stage?
I don't think that was a maple syrup show. I think I was actually the asshole in that show. And these were my comrades. Like, these are people who, I worked with every single show.
Your comrade Tangs.
I fucked them, and I felt so bad. Actually, I paid for it, though, because I lost a glove and a vintage bracelet. It came off in the feathers, and rather than pick up, they just swept it all into a trash can.
Wow, you think that's some kind of karmic get back?
I do, actually. I felt really sad about it until I realized that it took them 5 minutes to clean up after me, and then I realized I deserved it. So
Burlesque payback's a bitch.
This fucking bitch.
It's all right. It's the DNA. I once dumped 5,000 ping pong balls from the rafters of the DNA.
Oh.
I thought it would be really funny.
I'm glad I wasn't working that show.
This was a long time ago. This is about 2005, and they bounced. I was like, oh, it's going to be funny. These ping pong balls are going to fall from the sky, and everyone's, just going to be covered in ping pong balls. What I didn't realize is that they would bounce once they hit the ground, and then people were slipping left and right, And I thought, okay, this is they're going to have this, blocked 86th. This picture of me, don't let this person in this bar anymore. But they let me back in, the next day. It was awesome.
Comrade Tang was really nice to me after that, but I did a lot of groveling, so.
That's good. That's good. That's what the business is all about.
I should have given her a 20 next time.
A 20?
Next time, Comrade Tang, I will pay you.
Hey, money talks. Money
it's
talks,
true.
Yeah. Wow. So I have to say, you are exceedingly beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Now, do you have a situation with fanboys or is this a situation? Do people wait for you afterwards and just... You know,
I'm actually really lucky. So, there are a lot of horror stories of performers. You and I were at a show in Winter's Tavern.
Yes, Winter's Tavern. Hello, Pacifica. Hello, Pacifica.
By the way, our dual birthday show because we share a birthday.
Yeah,
and she can get a little sketchy. I do have a lot of fans, but my fans are really great and really respectful. I was performing at Booty with Hubba Hubba Revue. And it was my first time ever with Booty, and I came back a year later, and this person approached me, and he had a photo of me in his bag, and he had taken a picture of me at Booty, hand printed it, brought it. He had been waiting for me to come back, so he'd come to all the Hubba Hubba shows, and he gave me a copy of this print that he had been carrying around with him for a year, and he told me that I was so beautiful that he hoped that he could be a drag performer as beautiful as me.
Wow!
So, hello. But for the most part, people have been really nice to me.
Good.
I've been really lucky. So,
I bet that was really
me
loud in the mic.
And wood, and I'm sorry.
Me and wood. I think stalking is the highest form of flattery, which is why I've been outside your window all week.
So at home, I wear, I don't look like this. I wear large T-shirts from 1994 rock concerts. Very large
Soundgarden
ones,
T-shirt.
Very large ones, and sweatpants, which is what I would be wearing if I was not here.
Hot.
So if you like large T-shirts, I'm your girl. And sparkles and large T-shirts.
Sparkles? Oh, like with the cats and the sparkles?
Sparkles.
Oh, okay.
And large T-shirts.
Gotcha. The duality
Exactly.
of Kiss Me Kate.
I don't really have a middle.
No middle.
Yeah.
That's good. It's kind of like this show. If you would like to stalk Kiss Me Kate,
only if you are respectful.
if you would like to respectfully stalk her on the internet, which is fine, because if you're stalked on the internet and you don't know about it, I don't think there's any harm done, right?
No.
This is why I'm always in trouble. Whatever you do with the photos, that's your business, right? It's your business.
I don't want to hear about it.
Well, anyway, you can check her out on actually your website, right? You have a
Yes.
blog website. Why don't you? It's like
it's misskmk.com.
misskmk.com.
And I kind of suck at updating, honestly, but I'm trying to get better, trying really hard. I do the internet for a job. And when you do the internet for a job, you don't want to do the internet for the fun. I'm also Miss KMK, Miss_KMK on Twitter, and Kiss Me Kate SF on Facebook.
Okay, well, I think those are all respectable ways of stalking you. And in fact, you're actually performing tonight.
Yes, in like 3 hours or something. I'll be at Little Minsky's at Club Deluxe on Haight Street.
That is a wonderful show, I gotta say. Thank you so much for coming on the show. This was a great Speakeasily show. We had this amazing performers on tonight. Once again, if you would like to look us up on the Facebook, just type in Speakeasily. If you want to be on Twitter with us, go to Speakeasily Show. And thanks for being here. Thank you, T Radio V. I'm Odessa Lil. See you later. Stalker.